Bahu, Joe Bahu. How you gonna do me like Joe Bahu, Joe Bahu? Oh, DJ Joe Bahu, Joe Bahu. Hey, DJ Joe Bahu, Joe Bahu. Joanna, your easy body busy tonight. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your easy body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. How you do me like Joanna, Joanna? How you do me like Joanna, Joanna? How you gonna do me like Joanna, Joanna? Hey Joanna, Joanna. Joanna, why you do me just like that? I gon' give you all my loving. Love me too, I love you back. Joanna, you be the man them sugar. Oh, hey. Give me your goodie bag, I want your goodie bag, baby. Give me your goodie bag, I want your goodie bag, baby. Big package, hey. How do I manage? Hey, you gon' make me turn savage. Hey, body cause damage. Hey, Joanna, Joanna. How you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna? Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Joanna. Ay. Hey, how you gonna play me like Joe Bahu? How you gonna do me like Joe Bahu? Oh, DJ Joe Bahu. Hey, DJ Joe Bahu. Hey, give it to them. Give it to them.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoot program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of nigga. The fuck you think you fucking with? I'm police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, cause I'ma burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time. Thank God it's Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know who this is. Mario J, this is Tough Love. We're going to have the conversation tonight. It's been a lot of expectation. It's been a lot of saying, when are you going to get back to doing your lives like you used to do? So I decided to say, you know what? Not only am I going to do the lives like I used to do, I'm going to bring some special guests on here. We're going to have a tough conversation tonight. I'm hoping that you guys are getting ready for a phenomenal weekend. Again, I have some special guests that's going to be coming in to join me in this live. So I need you to share. I need you to grab your popcorn, grab your wine. I need you to have your kids go into the other room. That is my disclaimer that you guys need to try Jesus and don't try me. You dig what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on one of my special guests right now. Okay, right now. I know she's waiting in the back room. She's ready. I think she was doing some stretching and stuff. I saw her drinking some Gatorade. I don't know if the Gatorade is for me or for y'all. Okay, we're going to find out what's going to pop. Okay, we're going to bring her on in. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on? Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, so everybody can kind of get familiar with what you got going on.
Well, my name is Mel, and Honestly, y'all, I'm a school bus driver. I've been doing it for a little bit now. Honestly, I am a spiritualist. I speak for my people. I get on my platform. I talk about African spirituality. I talk about ancient Egypt. I'm very passionate about that. And I talk about politics, and I discredit Jesus and his dusty ass sandals. And that's what I do.
Let me find out Jesus had dusty ass
And
sandals.
sandals, he did.
Let me find out the Lord was walking around with dusty scales. Listen. So, so what I wanted to do really tonight, man, with all of this shit that's going on with this election, I got some serious questions that I want to ask America. Not just Black America, but America. But we're definitely going to get into this conversation because I felt like I needed to bring on some special guests that is going to tell it like it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear it like it is, take a seat, turn it up in your car. I want you to sit back, relax. We're going to have a good conversation, and it's a no holds bar, raw conversation. So this ain't for your kids, but if you want your kids to listen, cool. But I'm just telling you right now, you know what I'm saying? We going in. So basically, with this election, with all the rigmarole in reference to voter fraud and Democrats and Republicans, all this stuff that's going on. My question right now is, what I'm saying, how does that affect Black America? Like, do we feel a certain type of way in regards to saying, for Trump to be even close in the margin in regards to this race, and people saying make America great again? The question is, make America great for who? That is my
Okay.
number one question. Make America great for who? I wanted to ask you something in regards to saying make America great for who. I want to ask you, do you feel like America is a good place for Black people?
I feel like America it definitely has more opportunities than other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Is it necessarily a good place? I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good place, but it definitely does offer opportunities that other countries do not offer. Now, I have traveled the world. I have seen a lot of things. I have seen a lot of places. I'm not just somebody that just grew up in one city. I've traveled the world, and based upon what I've seen, I honestly do feel like America has incredible potential. But, I really feel like we all know about systematic racism. We all understand what that is. And, as far as this whole race with Trump and Biden, it's kind of like, yeah, we are voting for the better of two evils. However, I feel like as Black people, we have to do our research up on policies and procedures. I feel like my community has been voting based off of personality and not policies. And that's a big deal.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. This race, to be honest with you, I kind of propose in a question in regards to Donald Trump, Joe Biden, is racism hereditary? And I know some people are like, oh shit, they just gonna talk about racism, but I really want to go deeper than that, because to me that's what the Tough Love podcast is all about. Really
Right.
exploring, different narratives, and one of the narratives is that I believe that we're losing the power of the vote, and we're losing the power of the vote because we exercise sending our children to get higher education, and as they get this higher education, it's not higher education to think predominantly Black. You're sending them to a European school, with European methods and terminologies, and saying, I'm now more encompassed to vote for a white man versus a Black man. And I wanted to play this video for you so that way I can kind of give you some context on what I'm saying. So that way you like, where's brother coming from? I don't know you like that. So I'm gonna play this video for you so that way it gives you and the viewers some context of what exactly that I'm saying. Let me do this real quick for you.
Okay.
Team is furiously trying to file lawsuits all around the country to stop the count in Michigan, stop the count in Pennsylvania, stop the count in Georgia, where they're leading, but they want to continue the count in Nevada and Arizona, where they are behind. That's the kind of craziness we're seeing all across the country. We're also looking at all of the polls. We're looking at in terms of where they stand, who did what. There's a poll out there saying that 18% of Black men voted for Donald Trump. true or false. We're looking at voting data. People are saying that Donald Trump increases support among black women, among black men, but somehow dropped among white men, but increased among white women, when normally he was doing better with white men compared to everybody else. There's all kinds of stuff out there. We're going to be unpacking that over the next couple of hours, but also Pennsylvania announces they may be finished tonight counting ballots, and we're going to keep giving you all of the latest. Okay, let's go right now to Terrence Woodbury. He is the founding partner for Hit Strategies. He joins us right now in Roland Martin Unfiltered. So, Terrence, here's the deal. It's very interesting. All of these people, oh my God, you know, the polls were wrong. The polls were wrong, and they were showing Biden with this huge lead, and he was supposed to be leading by 5 in Florida, and he was leading by 7 in Pennsylvania, and was leading in Michigan by 12 and 14. He was leading in Wisconsin and all different places. And I kept saying, don't trust white people in these polls.
That's exactly what we're dealing with right now, Roland. You know, one thing that we learned is in 2016 is that Donald Trump has a superpower at surging non-college educated white voters. And he's done it once again. You know, we've seen, we knew going into this on election day that turnout had been higher than than anyone could have imagined. That has a tendency to disrupt polling. And just so I can kind of put folks at ease about polling a little bit, you know, polling is really a prediction, a snapshot of what we expect a certain universe to do. Well, the thing that happened with massive turnout here is that universe looks very different than anyone expected. And frankly, Donald Trump once again surged white people. But another thing happened, Roland, and this is to your point, is that a lot of voters were not that honest with us. This is something I'm struggling with, is that, you know, white millennials and white Gen Z, younger white voters, vote a lot more like white people than they do like young people. And that is to say that Donald Trump won almost half of white millennials and white Gen Z. In Georgia, he won 63% of white people under the age of 39. Those are numbers that make it very hard for Democrats to recognize the benefits of diversity shifts.
And that's the thing that I have been trying to explain to people. People go, oh no, but the next generation, they're still white.
That's right. You know, Roland, I've been trying to accept the fact that maybe racism is hereditary. You know, the way that these young folks have participated in this election. I mean, young people who overwhelmingly support, improving or reducing climate change. Young people who overwhelmingly support transparency in government and immigration reform. I mean, these are young people who are on the Democratic side of most issues, and they still voted for Donald Trump. That tells me that tribalism is just as live and just as well in the younger generation as it is in their predecessors.
And that's the thing there, Terrence, that people don't quite understand. And what I mean they don't understand that is that when you factor in, people were thinking, oh, young voters are going to break Joe Biden's way. They are just repulsed by the racism of Donald Trump. No. Whiteness is at play. They're overlooking it. They're excusing it. They're voting according to their peers, to their parents, things along those lines. And so what does that tell you? What it tells you is that, from the Democratic side, the white population is shrinking. Even with these white millennials and white Gen Zers, the population is shrinking. Whites are dying. The white annual death rate in about 10 or 12 states is higher than the annual white birth rate. And so what that means is that if you're Democrats, in order for you to win, what you're going to have to do is accept the reality you're not going to get a majority of white women.
That's right.
Okay? So you need to accept the fact that you're going to get 45, max 47% of white women. The other white women are going to go with the Republican. Okay? You're not going to get white men. So what you have to do is you got to say, here's my percentage of white women, here's my percentage of white men, and I'm going to have to be very aggressive. And aggressive means spending money.
That's right.
Resources on black organizations, Latino organizations, and within black, you got to have targeted messaging for black women, older black women, middle-aged black women, younger black women, not the same message. Black women with college degrees, black women without college degrees, black people in rural parts of the country, black folks who are in cities. Then you got to have a separate targeted, hyper micro targeting message to black men with degree, without degree, blue collar, high school dropouts. You got to go through the whole gamut. And I think the problem has been they've been so used to saying one message for black people, one message for Latinos. Up, I can pop by a couple of barbershops. I can create that sort of conversation. There you go. Nope, not anymore.
That's exactly right, Roland. Look, man, during the summer, we all looked at the what I call like the changing complexion of the protests. You know, there was one time over the summer that I actually declared to the Washington Post that the movement for Black lives had evolved from a movement of black people versus the police to a movement of young people versus racism. And the reason I said that, Roland, is because the majority of protesters were white. 54% of protesters were white. 18% were black, 11% were Latinx, but 85% of protesters were under the age of 39. To me, that represented a generational shift, a generation that was ready to turn the page on racism, as ambitious as that is, you know, but to actually begin the tough process of healing. And that white Gen Z and white millennials would be a part of this healing as opposed to on the other side of that picket line. And frankly, Roland, we just learned in this election that is just not the way this is shaking out.
Just real quick. Just real quick. I gotta jump into this thing real quick. First of all, everybody that's tuning in right now, I always appreciate everyone that's taking the time out to say, hey, what's going on, Mario J? And I always like to get feedback. I see people in the chat room. I don't know how many people can see what, but we're streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So shout out to all you guys. Right now we just played a video, and it's business. The synopsis of it is that we feel like people are voting based on education and also based on heritage. So here's the thing: the more education that I get, the more open-minded I get to saying, you know what, I kind of like what Donald Trump is doing.
Mm-hmm. Likewise.
And the more education that I get, I don't agree with a lot of things. However, I'm not going to go against my parents. So a lot of people are voting for Donald Trump, the Republican side of the house, based on education and heritage. That's what I'm getting from it. You tell me what you get.
What I'm getting from it is that most of the black community are voting Democrat because that's what we used to. That's what we're accustomed to. That's what our grandmommies did. That's what our mommies did. That's what our fathers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, people vote Democrat just by default. And, you know, it's time for, you know what, I got to watch my language because, you know, I got to watch my language. You really don't. I'm going to say it like this. It's time for niggas to do some research. You know what I'm saying? We have to stop voting Democrat. We have to stop believing, you know, CNN and mainstream media just because they telling us bullshit with a straight look on their face. And that's the problem. I feel like, you know, is racism hereditary? No. I don't feel like that's hereditary. For you to say that racism is hereditary is to say that people are born hating somebody because of their skin color. Now, I know for a fact that's not true because I have black children. I have 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen them interact with people, you know, that are not of African descent. You know what I'm saying? And as children, you know, racism is taught. Racism is definitely taught because I can tell you right now, real quick. I was at State Fair. My oldest, she was, you know, she ended up meeting a little girl. I think she was about 8 at the time. She ended up meeting a little girl, and this child was of Caucasian descent. This child looked at my child with her little 2 Afro ponytails, and she said, "Your hair is so pretty. I wish my hair could do that." Now they around age 7 or 8. So, you know, me just seeing certain things like that, it's like, no, racism is not hereditary. So we gonna rip that out the frame right now. It's not hereditary. It's definitely taught. It's definitely taught. You know, and oh my goodness, and you know, as far as it's so much to be said. And honestly, I'm keeping 100 with you. I really don't deal with Roland. I feel like Roland is a coon. I feel like
Yeah.
Roland Martin is a coon.
So
I really don't deal with him.
I listen. My whole thing about it is I pull from everybody because I feel like this platform needs to be neutral, and we need to neutralize certain concepts. And those concepts is if I don't listen to you, then I can't know what you about. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? I can assume, but I don't know what you about until I pull you. So I pull everything in and let the people be the judge. So, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, my thing about it is, first of all, everything that you just said, I totally agree with. My point on this is that I think that we talk about states of emergency. You see what I'm saying? We talk about, you know what I'm saying, the black people saying that, what does black America really want? And my whole thing about it is when you look at this election, I'm going to be honest with you guys. All right. There's a lot of people who voted for Donald Trump. And I'm going to say some things right now that some people might not like. Grab them by the pussy.
Okay.
Huh? What? Make America great again.
Okay.
Okay? Here's my thing. When you have a man that advocates these things, my question is that when you say again for who? You know,
Exactly.
black people to me are still trying to exercise equality in regards to saying, hey, yeah, I understand that we have some privileges. I understand that we have some rights. However, I don't feel like we're equal. Okay,
Right.
that's one thing. A different narrative is the fact that when I go into the judicial system, I don't feel like as a black man I'm equal or a black woman I'm equal. So when you say again, the question is, when do you feel black men and women and children were great?
Whatever, great, exactly. And Trump definitely he definitely missed the mark with that. Honestly, I cannot comply with that whole statement of make America great again because
Mhm.
honestly, I'm 100% with you on that. When were black people ever made to be great? You know what I mean? If you look at history, ever since now, a lot of people don't understand that at first there was the Arabic slave trade and then there was the European slave trade. And it's like ever since then, when have we ever been great? We've never had the opportunity to be great because they stole everything from our ancestors and they stole everything from us.
I
So when Trump is saying make America great again, honestly, yes, he did. He definitely missed the mark. But I will say this though, you know what I'm saying? Between the two evils, I definitely will ride with Trump because based on his policy, I definitely will ride with him. And a lot of people gonna be like, oh, you gonna ride with Trump? Yes, I am because I do my research and I
yeah,
pay attention.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Now we already established that both Trump and Biden are racist. We already established that. All right. Now, I give it to niggas. Trump racist, yes, I'm quite sure he is. He was raised in an era where, at his age, yeah, I'm quite sure he has racist tendencies. And so does Joe Biden, because even on my personal page, Silver Sky on Facebook, I have exposed Joe Biden for, taking pictures with elite KKK members and being at their funerals and giving eulogies, talking about he was a guide and all this and that. So we already established that
I
both of them
like
are
I
racist.
like the fact that you're so passionate, one about speaking your truth. But there is another guy, you know what I'm saying, that I want to showcase. He is a black conservative and he also supports Trump. And I wanted to pull him into this real quick. He did a video earlier. I asked him for permission to use this video. And I want you to check this out. And I'm
Okay.
doing this because I want to set the narrative. The narrative is that we're outspoken as black people, and a lot of times when we speak, we never have the other person present. So what I want to do is to even out this conversation is to provide other perspectives, so that way when we give our perspective, people can understand where we're coming from. So what I want to do is I want to play my big brother Ricky Manor. I want to play his video real quick, so that way you guys can really get. Pisses me off. Hold on for a minute.
Okay.
I'm kind of glad that people
Just got finished doing all of my grocery shopping. I'm packed up and stocked up on Lysol, toilet paper, all that good stuff before everybody takes it off the shelves again. However, here's something that really pisses me off, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that people are showing their true colors right now. Okay? Big for instance. Right now, what we're seeing in America is democracy under fire. We're seeing the integrity of our democracy under fire. Everybody knows that Joe Biden did not have as much support as Donald Trump did. Everybody knows that while Trump was out there rallying and campaigning, thousands of people showed up to see Donald Trump and hear him speak. With that being said,
y'all see what the devil doing?
How in the hell are
y'all see what? Listen, do y'all see what the devil is doing right now? Hold on, for a second. One second. Can you hear me? You can hear me, right?
I can't hear you, sweetheart. I cannot. Let me see.
Hold on. Let me check something real quick. You sure you can't hear me?
Can't hear you.
I don't know why you can't hear me. If y'all can hear me, let me know.
I don't know why I can't.
Did you hit mute? You might have hit mute though. You might have hit mute. Nope. Go out and come back in. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
I don't know what happened. I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
My people said they can hear me, so go out and come back in. We are not done with this show right now. We're not done with this show right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in right now, this is Tough Love. This is Mario J. What we're trying to do is, I was trying to play a video by one of my good homeboys, Ricky Manor, in regards to, he's a black conservative, and being a black conservative, you know what I'm saying, he definitely has a lot of opinions in regards to, first of all, he's a Trump supporter. So he definitely gives a lot of great feedback in regards to Trump or whatever. I'm going to try to bring my guest back in real quick. Let's see if she can hear me now. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can.
Oh! Hey, listen. Sometimes technology don't want you to be great. We know it's Friday, y'all, but it's still early. I need to rock with us, goddammit. So I was trying to play a video by Ricky Manor, and basically the video outlined a black conservative who supported Trump, who is basically saying, y'all need to get off my boy back. You know what I'm saying? So because I want to bring that into the conversation so that way we can hear his perspective on things. I don't know what's going on with the audio. I can try this one more time because I don't believe in being a quitter.
Right.
So let me try this one more time and see if maybe possibly I could bring this guy back in. Hold on, let me see, because I really want you guys to hear this because I think it's important to the conversation. Let me see. Hold on.
With this mail-in ballot situation, we all know this.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Biden did not have as many supporters as Trump. One, two, they were trying to appeal to a black audience over the summer with the whole Black Lives Matter thing. But what were they trying to promise black people other than removing someone out of office that they hate? That they were conditioned to hate, with this mass-scale media conditioning that's going on. Donald Trump has done more for black people in these last 4 years than Barack Obama did just by being a black face that was elected into office. Donald Trump, nobody wants to harp on how he gave the HBCU residency in the White House. That's powerful. Donald Trump had released prisoners out of jail that reversed Joe Biden's original crime bill. And you ought to hear the language that Joe Biden used when he was introducing that crime bill into office or into Senate. Right? I think his language was more along the lines of these predators that society has created. And, to paraphrase it, he went on to say that, yes, society built these people, but it's not society's place to keep, to fix whatever these people's problems are. Just get them off the street. So with that being said, we're already seeing all kinds of evidence that's coming up of how this was a shit show from the get-go. The black crowd that Joe Biden appealed to was the younger black crowd that could easily be manipulated.
That's right.
It was out there in the streets with these little white communists that were bust in, and they didn't realize that these little white communists are real racists. There's video after video after video after video on YouTube. For a lot of you white people that are racist and think that black people was tearing up their own neighborhoods, I want you to look at these videos that I'm about to describe to you. And there's several videos of this, where these little white commies will come into the black neighborhoods and destroy shit and spray paint shit on walls, Black Lives Matter on walls, and you had black people that were telling them, hey, stop, we live here. 1, 2, this is where we shop, this is where we live, and this is going to make it look like us black people are doing this shit. Stop. And what were these people spray painting? These were little college-age white girls, college-age white boys, losers, motherfuckers who's disenfranchised from their race. These were the people that were coming into the neighborhoods with bricks and shit, rocking buildings and throwing fucking bricks through windows and whatnot, setting shit on fire in the name of George Floyd, in the name of Breonna Taylor, in the name of Ahmaud Arbery. No, this was a power grab. This was a power grab by the Democratic Party. And if these little white communists gave a damn about these black people, they would have been over there marching with them, not tearing up the streets. They would have been educating them on how to change policy. They would have at least came back and helped clean up after the fucking shit was destroyed. They didn't do any of that. They jumped on a bus and went to their next town. Which is going to bring me to my next.
Okay, so what we not gonna do? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to check out Mr. Ricky, y'all holla at Mr. Ricky. We gonna get back to this tough conversation. We about to dive into this thing real quick. I want my special guest to reintroduce ourselves or whatever. We had some technical difficulties that happens with black shows. I don't know why, but it happens. Okay? So I want you to reintroduce yourself so that way everybody can understand. We got some new viewers. We're up to 56, y'all. We're up to 56. So let's keep going. Come on.
All right, let's keep going. My name is Mel. Y'all can find me on Facebook up under Silver is Sky. That's SILVERST space Sky, SKY. Again, I'm a spiritualist. I speak on religion. I speak against religion because I do not subscribe to any religion. I'm a spiritualist. I speak on politics. I'm not going to say I'm a Trump supporter, but I'm definitely not a Biden supporter. And I definitely speak for my people. I love my community, and I just want my community to do more research and to self-educate and stop letting the European school district educate y'all.
Bruh, she just gave you a mouthful. Oh, she just gave y'all a mouthful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important when it comes to this election. I'm seeing a lot of fuckery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, whether you went to the polls, whether you drop your ballot off, whether you mailed it in. Like, it's a lot of fuckery right now. But you know what's really clear to me as a black man in this United States of America? What's really clear is that whoever the Trump supporters are, there are a lot of them. There are a lot of people who think the way he thinks, who support the way he thinks. So my whole thing about it is, I know Ricky has said, I don't know if I played that part of the video, if you guys heard it, but it was like, hey, Trump has already denounced racism multiple times. I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? Here's my issue. My issue is that for someone to think that you're racist, you're going to dispel that early in the game. You're going to get that knocked out the way early in the game. For you to already be the president for 4 years and for someone to think that this is still a problem, that's a goddamn problem. You understand what I'm saying? So when you get an opportunity on a national television, you know what I'm saying, to say, I'm not racist and I don't support the good old boys. Mm-hmm. Don't give me no hashtags. Don't give me no stand by and stand down. Say, I'm not with the fuck shit. I am goddamn, I'm the president for all. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that he missed the mark. And when you miss the mark, that's fine. You missed your opportunity to be great again, sir. But here's the thing. The issue is that if you don't denounce racism, and you have multiple people who support you, millions of people who support you, as a black man, as a black family, do I now feel automatically pulled to the Democratic side because you won't denounce some shit that should have been denounced months ago, years ago? Talk to me. What do you feel about that?
So this is the thing with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like niggas are sitting around and they waiting for Trump to denounce racism. First of all, we don't need to wait for him to denounce racism. What we need to do is look at his actions, because whether or not he says he's racist, we got to look at what because actions speak louder than words. Now, Trump, we all know Biden, we all know Biden is behind that 94 crime bill. And we all know, if I remember correctly, I believe Obama, he was behind that shit too. Now, for people who's not familiar with the 94 crime bill, that's the 1, 2, 3. So that means that every time, you got pulled over, no matter how minor the offense, every time you had a police encounter, no matter how minor the offense, that's strike one. So you could get pulled over for dime bag of weed, you get strike one. You get pulled over for another dime bag of weed, you get strike two. You get pulled over for a blunt, you get strike three. And now you can go to jail for essentially, extended amounts of time, 5, 6 years over, smoking 3 blunts in your lifetime. So, we all know that Biden was behind that. Now, what Trump did, for example, he came in and he had pardoned thousands of black people. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt like that was unjust, that was unfair. So now when we talk about, whether or not Trump need to come out and denounce racism, I feel like his actions has already done that. Now, let's go here.
It's about to be some smoke.
Now,
it's about to be some. Grab this shit. It's about to be some. Ladies and gentlemen,
niggas don't do
I'm
no
about
research.
to light her happy ass up. Listen, I like you, but don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Listen, I like you, but don't do this. Don't talk your shit on my show. You're talking your shit on my show, lady. This is tough love for everybody except me.
It's definitely tough love. Now let's go here because
come on.
Say that Trump should be denouncing racism. Like I said, he doing it through his actions. So let's go here. Let's talk about it, family. So Planned Parenthood, right? Now, if you take a look at Planned Parenthood and you take a look at all of their clinics and where most of their clinics are, it is primarily in the black community. Now, what most people want to deny is that Planned Parenthood, even though they might offer other services outside of abortion, their main service is abortion. Now, you have to ask yourself, family, how come most Planned Parenthoods who, like I said, most of their services are abortion services, how come they plant it everywhere in the black community? But then when you look at the Caucasian or non-black community, you see fertility clinics everywhere. So now, back to Trump. With that being said, hold that thought on Planned Parenthood. Back to Trump. Planned Parenthood had offered, Trump had offered Planned Parenthood millions of dollars. He said, I'm going to give y'all millions of dollars for y'all services under one condition. You cannot use them for abortion services. Planned Parenthood turned it down. So now I need for niggas to tell me What racist white man is going to do that? What?
Listen. You got a lot of energy. I need you to listen to me.
Okay.
I need you to slow down.
All right.
All right, because I see you got your bang. You got your pull your bang to the side. Okay, I see you got your bang, boo boo. I see you got your. So check this out. I love the passion. I love it. I love it. These comments are blowing up. The fact of the matter is, it's like this. First of all, we do know that when it comes to re-election, a lot of nice shit starts happening. A lot of nice shit. Schools start getting money.
Right.
Wait a minute, because I let you talk. So here's the thing. Schools start getting money, and not only some money. You know what? We're gonna make it so that way you ain't gotta come back throughout my whole tenure. We just gonna support you throughout my whole tenure. Oh shit! Oh, like you become the biggest cheerleader when you get that type of money. Okay, cool. Check. Black people in reference to unemployment rate. Okay, let me ask you a question. What type of jobs? Because we know that the unemployment rate obviously supposedly went up. The question is it entrepreneurs and business owners, or is it low income, you know what I'm saying, minimum wage earners? That means, you know what? We put more McDonald's inside your urban communities. We put more, you know what I'm saying, fast food restaurants, so we gave you a job. So you got to watch on the wordplay. I get what you're saying. People are waiting, you know what I'm saying, for this man to denounce certain things. But my thing about it is, if I am the leader of the free world, you see what I'm saying? If I am the leader of these United States of America, United States, keyword, united. If I am the leader, why am I so focused on putting up walls for Hispanic people? And when I should be more focused on saying, you know what, we have our problems within the United States in regards to saying, if you want to get out there and work, cool, I'm with that. Right? You live in these urban communities or whatever case may be. Let's find a way to mitigate the circumstances that you guys face on a goddamn daily basis. One of those things is, let me run it down to you, sister, because I know you about to go off, but let me get my rock song, please. Okay, here we go. So, of course, we got systematic racism. We got mass incarceration. We got fathers not being in the home. We got low poverty communities, no activity centers, no real community activists for those communities to really speak out for that. That's why we got these celebrities saying, oh, well, I know I've been in this mansion for quite some time. However, let me speak for your community. I don't think that's right. I think the people that are in the community, that's still part of the community, should be speaking for the community. And I think that when you have celebrities speaking for the community, I think they may miss what the priorities are. One of the priorities are, you know what, motherfucker? We can talk police brutality, but really what I want to do is I want to make sure Tyrone don't kill me for wearing this red shirt. I want to make sure goddamn Raekwon don't kill me for wearing this blue shirt. I think it's a bigger priority, and we never get to those points because we deflect and we don't say, what the fuck do we need to do as a community to fix some shit? Let her do her thing. Go.
Okay, well, first of all, you said a lot. You said a lot.
Don't talk about my mama. You better not say nothing about my mama. Go ahead.
I ain't talking about nobody, mama. But listen, you funny. But listen, you said a lot, so I'm going to address some of the things that I caught now. One of my main things that I speak about is my people and their spirituality and how we're supposed to get back to ourselves. And I do speak on celebrities, but let me try to get this situated because you said a lot. Now, let's talk about the celebrities. It is their responsibility. The Black community is their responsibility as a Black person, because let's keep it 100. If you are a Black celebrity, you have been primarily supported by Black people, because Caucasians, people of non-African descent, they are never going to support you the same way that your people going to support you, because we know as Black people, it's in our genetic code to be loyal to our own people for the most part. You said some other stuff too. What you say?
I said a lot of shit. I need you to pay a goddamn attention up in this motherfucker.
You said a lot. You mentioned fast.
Huh? My biggest plea is for, and I want you to address, because I think you can address it, and I think that you will have a no holds bar effect. I do believe that if we want our communities to be better, we must first take the steps to police our own communities up and not rely on the government or police to come into our communities to fix our communities.
Okay.
If we want our communities to be straight, we have to get back to saying we're not tolerating certain things. Talk to me.
Okay. Now, with that being said, that's going to be a long journey, and it's definitely possible. But we are going to be capable of successfully policing our communities. Is we're going to have to start from within. So first of all, I'm going to stop eating at McDonald's. Number one, stop getting them double cheeseburgers. Stop getting them goddamn Big Macs. We're gonna have to.
You know what? I'm about to cancel your ass. You done? No, I'm about to get rid of your ass. You don't tell me to stop eating that normal goddamn. You know, you got attitude. You don't tell me to stop eating no. You don't tell me to stop eating no goddamn McDonald's. I like those double cheeseburgers, man. You know, I'm about to go get me a double cheeseburger right now. You keep talking. I'm about to walk down the street and get me a double cheeseburger. You got attitude. You got a real tube, baby. You got a tube, baby.
Listen, this is passion.
You need to fix your tube.
This is passion, okay? You gonna get your big.
Go ahead.
Before we could successfully police our own communities, we have to start from within. So first of all, that means our music. See, this shit get deep because first of all, it means our music. It means the food that we eat. Because what we need to do before we can successfully police our own communities, we need to successfully police ourselves. That means getting our chakras aligned. That means meditating. That means sun gazing. That means making sure that we are one with the universe in order to even police our own people. Because let's go here. How you gonna police your own people when all you do is listen to people rap about popping mollies and drinking Hennessy, you know what I'm saying, and going to McDonald's and eating fast food, and we don't know what the fuck they putting up in that ground beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to successfully police anybody if we ain't even successfully policing ourselves? A lot of us walking around, we still, you know, we rapping the Cardi B, we bragging about WAP. Black women, you know what it is. How we gonna?
Hey, shout out to the WAP. Shout out to the WAP.
If we don't fix ourselves.
Shout out to the WAP. I just want.
You a mess. All right, shout out to
I'm playing. Nothing wrong with WAP. I'm playing. No.
The term, but
listen.
Honestly, I'm not saying nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying. You know, if you a nigga and you got your girl, ain't saying nothing wrong with her WAP. But what I'm saying is, Hispanic community, y'all can have Cardi B. We don't want that bitch. We don't want her. I'm just gonna say that real fast.
So here's my thing, because I know people who tune in, you know what I'm saying, you know, we had a joke and the fun or whatever, but we love the deep dive into conversation. I have a special guest right now who's pouring into some real shit, but I don't even think I scratched the surface yet, y'all. And that's what's so amazing about this conversation. So my thing about it is, I do believe that Black communities need to take the step forward and lean in that foxhole. That's some army talk. But lean in that foxhole and say, we really want our communities to be better. Take those drugs over there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And populate and poison another community. I really feel sorry for anyone.
Well, I wouldn't say populate or poison another community, but what I'm saying is that
hold on now, because if you can talk your shit, Mario can talk his shit. Take that shit elsewhere. I'm not stopping you from getting. Listen, a lot of people say, let me chase my bag. If that's your bag, you chase it somewhere else. But don't chase it where I live at. Don't chase it by my kids. If I send my kids to the corner store, they should not have to worry about if they're going to get raped, if they're going to motherfucking be indoctrinated into a gang, if they're going to motherfucking have to use drugs, if they're going to goddamn get shot. I don't want my kids to have to go through that. Take that shit elsewhere, because here's the thing. You know what's going to happen when you take it elsewhere? A lot of people ain't going to tolerate that shit. It's going to be some people in the trailer parks, in another hood, in a suburb that say, get your punk ass up out of here. And all that shit they talking about Biden in reference to this criminal act or this criminal law that says we're going to lock your ass up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're going to have to contest with. The normal person is not we might try to do some slick shit. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Thank you for sharing, thank you for liking, but I ain't sending you no shout out right now, motherfucker. This some real shit. Listen to me. The normal person, whether you black, white, Hispanic, fucking Oriental, it don't really matter. We don't automatically want to do fuck shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? The average person just want to have a good time, enjoy their life, make sure their kids safe, make sure they have a place to rest their head, enjoy their life. They don't want to do fuck shit. It is when you are in an environment where it says that these are the type of opportunities that's available. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These are the opportunities. And some people take heed to that and they use those opportunities. I'm going to sell drugs. Well, if I'm not in an environment that promotes drug usage, then you ain't got to worry about that. So get your kids out of that fucking environment. Get your kids away from those people that say this is the environment that you should be in. And I think that instead of saying we're waiting for Trump, we're waiting for Biden, we're waiting for Michelle Obama to run again. We're waiting for someone to be our leader and rescue that we, as a black America, a black community, should rescue our motherfucking selves. Talk to me, sis.
Yeah, we definitely have to rescue ourselves because ain't nobody gonna do it for us. I mean, how long have we been out of slavery and we still in slavery? So yeah, we definitely have to rescue ourselves. This is something that, and basically, okay, so let's go here. What you talking about rescuing ourselves? This is what a lot of people don't understand. And this is my problem with my community. We too fucking forgiving. We forgive people too easily, too much, and too often because a lot of people don't understand. Our ancestors fought their way out of slavery. They didn't just get on their knees and pray their way out. They fought their way out. It's called the Gutter Wars. Niggas do some research. They fought their way out. Abraham Lincoln did not just let us go off of the, out of the kindness of his heart. We fought our way out. And that's going to be the same shit that we got to do now in order to get out of this. So is Trump our savior? No. Is Jesus and his dusty ass sandals our savior? No. Is Biden and, Biden 73 thoughts away from dementia? Is he our savior? No, he's not. We going to have to get our shit together. We going to have to fight our way out. And I'm going to pray into Jesus. We gonna start. We gonna put on our big girl drawers and our big boy drawers. Big girl drawers. Motherfuckers, because ain't nobody got time for this bullshit. No doubt. And that's just what I'm gonna say to my people. Yeah. Because I love my people. Honestly, I really appreciate you having me up on here, but I really do have to go.
Oh,
I do. I'm so sorry.
I got you. No problem. Hey, listen. Tell them where they can find you at before you leave, because I'm about to go on this serious rant. But do your thing.
All right.
Tell them where they can find you at.
Later. Honestly, y'all, I got one major platform, and that's Facebook. You can find me on Facebook as Silverest Sky. Silverest Sky. That's SILVERST space Sky, SKY. So that's where you can find me if y'all interested, family. I do talk a lot about African spirituality. I have already exposed Christmas and its satanic and pedophilic roots. I talk a lot about Freemasonry. You know what I'm saying? And I always invite people on my platform, and I always speak about my ancestors and what they wanted for us. I want to say this real quick because a lot of people gonna be like, oh, she don't believe in Jesus, this, that, and the third. Now I want to say this because I say this on every one of my lives. Do y'all research, niggas? Holy Bible in Greek, holy translates to Helios. In Greek, Bible translates to Biblios. In Greek, Helios means sun, as in the sun in the sky. And in Greek, Biblios means books, as in books or paper. So the Bible literally translates to sun book. The Bible is based on astrology. It is not based on actual events that happen and actual characters that actually existed. So that's one thing that I really stand on my platform. Like, yes, I do talk about politics and I do talk about a lot of other stuff, but that's definitely, listen, I rip Jesus' ass out the frame every chance I get. So yes, again, Silverest Sky, thank you so much for having me on your platform.
Thank you. Make sure you holler at me.
I definitely will.
No doubt. Hey, be safe. I holler at you.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this shit is not over yet. Hey, listen, if you ain't grabbed your popcorn yet, your wine, whatever it is that you do, I need y'all to grab that shit real quick. We have not finished. We are not done. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Listen, just give me 1 second, and we're gonna do that. We're not done. I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same sheet of damn music. Here.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit, Jay? You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoot program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light. And who the fuck you think you fucking with? Are you police? I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about some tough love topics right now. A lot of people feel a certain type of way. A lot of people feel a certain type of way in reference to this election, in reference to saying, oh, it's some fraudulent ballots. You know what I'm saying? I support Trump. I support Biden. I want the first black female vice president to be in office. It's a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions right now. And my question to you guys is, if you are a black person right now in America, do you feel scared? Are you concerned? Because my whole thing about it is, if you feel like everybody that supports Trump may have some racist tendencies, and the fact that Trump is still in the fight, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a landslide. Biden didn't win by a landslide. America did not respond in this election to the point where we are not racist. We are not denouncing the good old boy system. We want to make America great again. And I pose this question, make it great again for who? So then the people that saying, oh, if you support Biden and you supported all of those people that was put in mass incarceration, that's still locked up. And guess what? Our savior, the mighty Trump, let them out. Here's the thing. My guest who just left, she was talking about Trump letting people out or giving them pardons. Can I be honest with y'all? Yeah. I know all of you guys are familiar with certain things in certain conversations. Shout out to Papa Keys in the building. Let me talk to Papa Keys real quick. Papa Keys, let me ask you a question, right? If you have people, like say you have slaves, right? Or not even slaves, let's say you have employees. Let's bring this shit firsthand, right? Shout out to my sis in the building. If you have employees, right, you the big dog on campus. Is it nothing to be like, you know what, it's Christmas, I'm going to let y'all go early. It's Thanksgiving, I'm going to let y'all off a little early. Y'all ain't got to do everything that y'all supposed to do. Papa Keys said, let me call in. Hold on, Papa Keys, let me get set. I gotta set up, bro. Matter of fact, hold on. I can put the link in there. You can jump on, Papa Keys. I want to hear Papa Keys. I think Papa Keys want to bring some smoke, but I don't think he's really ready. I don't think he's ready for this tough love, y'all. I'm gonna put it in there. Can you jump on, Papa Keys, like that, or you need to call in? Let me know which one you want to do. But what I was saying was, imagine the boss telling the employees, I'm going to let you go. It's Christmas. I'm going to let you go a little early. Instead of cleaning up another 30 minutes, I'm going to let you go. And everybody, oh my God, my boss is so amazing, right? I feel like that's what Trump did to the HBU. I feel like that's what Trump did to, like, you know what I'm saying, put certain businesses in certain communities or whatever to increase the number in reference to unemployment for Black Americans or whatever case may be. I feel like that. I feel like every time election time comes, we going to do some shit that's magnificent. We going to do some shit that's amazing. Oh my God, the Republicans going in. Try Jesus. Don't try me. So you look at this shit and you're like, oh my God. Wow, Trump is really doing the amazing shit. Because you got all these people like Candace Owens, Brandon Tatum, ABL, the Hodge twins. You got all of these conservatives screaming, look at what Trump has done. Let me take my sip. Hold on. Papa Keys, I'm waiting for you. Let's go. I look at what Trump has done, but I also look at the time frame Trump has done it in, when he has done it in. You understand what I'm saying? If you as the master, the boss, right? And you say, I'm going to let you guys go 30 minutes early. Okay, kudos. But really, you the boss. It don't affect you whether they work 30 minutes more or you release them because it don't affect you. That's how I feel about Trump. It doesn't affect him. Okay, I'm going to throw some money. It's not your personal money, playboy. It ain't your personal money. Let me get Papa Keys in here because Papa Keys, he obviously want to say something. Hold on, let me set you up for this call, Papa Keys. Give me a second. Let this thing upload real quick or whatever case may be. We're going to get you up in here. But my thing about it, it's not your personal money. This is America's money, bro. These are the taxpayers' money, bro. Huh? These are the taxpayers' money, bro. So Trump didn't do it. Shit, we did it. Huh? Someone in Trump's cabinet said, you know what? You know how to really get black people on your side? Let's give some money to the black universities. And then we're going to have people like Candace Owens go out there and promote the fact that you did it. That sounds like strategy to me, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? That sounds like strategy to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, it sounds like strategy. The problem is that people use talking points. It's not that you're using talking points, and it's not that they're not facts. It's when these things took place. So you waited to damn near the end of toward the re-election time to do certain things. Or it doesn't even have to be towards the end. You're going to do these things during your tenure as the president to say, this is what I've done that Obama didn't do. Let me ask y'all a question. For those who played sports, right? Fuck it. For those who ever been in a band or whatever the fuck it is that you did, anybody that went to states or nationals or whatever, you always study the tapes. Am I playing games or something? You always study the tapes. What did my predecessors do that I can do better? How many people agree with that? What did my predecessors do that I can do better? Oh, they didn't do this. They didn't rush for 100 yards. They didn't throw the ball for 300 yards. Huh? They didn't score 30 points in the game. Like, ladies and gentlemen, it is easy to outdo your predecessor when they've already stopped. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's like racing against someone. We side by side. Let's go. We side by side. We're in a race, right? Somebody pulls up the gun. Pah! We take off. Woo! We full speed. We getting it in. And for some reason, my opponent slips. My opponent falls. My opponent gets sick. My opponent says, you know what? I've run the best race I can run. And you decided, you know what? They only made it to the half-mile marker. Now I can say that, you know what? They only was this. They only did this. My opponent didn't achieve this. Well, they stopped running. Their time was over. You understand what I'm saying? So when you say Trump has did X, Y, and Z, ladies and gentlemen, it was his time to do it. He had a blueprint to do better. So that doesn't impress me. Now, when it comes to Biden, you know what I'm saying? Biden has been in office for a long time. I'm not saying he's been in the presidential office, but he's been in a position to make change for the better. The question is, has he made change for the better? Has he made change for the better? Papa Keys, where you at, brother? Let me go ahead and put this number on you for you, brother. Because I'm really curious. Like, has he made change for the better, or is this one of those situations where we're just like, I don't know. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, this conversation is about You know what I'm saying? Of course, you guys have already seen the title in regards to saying Donald Trump, Joe Biden is racism hereditary. I played some videos early on to kind of add some premise to the conversation. Shout out to my brother Ricky, who is a black conservative who supports Trump, who says, you know what, I think you guys are giving him a raw deal. But to be honest with you, with Biden and Trump, I think that you have to be smart enough to understand what applies to you and what doesn't. What works for you and what doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times when you say a black person, like black people are different now. Oh shit. Am I about to get into some real shit? Can I get into some real shit? Can I get into some real shit for a second? I know some of y'all getting ready to go out. Give me about 15 more minutes. Give me about 15 more minutes. All black people are not the fucking same. And if you heard the video that I played, you got messages that appeal to people that are educated black people that are uneducated black people that live in the suburbs that do not live in the suburbs, people that have families that do not have families. You got messages that appeal. I want tough love to appeal to every fucking body. And it's not every black person, it's every person. I really believe that regardless of the race that you are, if you listen to this shit, you can get something from this motherfucking shit. And what you get from the shit is that you understand that, one, we all know people are not the same, but the fact of the matter is, how do we communicate? How do we break down the barriers that forces us to say, because you white, you must be racist? Because you black, you must like some chicken. You must like some chicken. I'm just saying. Tough love, what's going on?
Hey, man. What are we discussing there? Because I have something to say. And let me put this out. Hey, can you hear me?
Hold on for a minute, Papa Keys. Is this Papa Keys?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on for a minute. Let me make sure everybody can hear you. Can y'all hear him? Let me get a thumbs yes if y'all can hear him. I just want to make sure everybody can hear you. 1 second.
Yeah.
I think they can hear you, brother. Go ahead.
All right. Let me say this here. And I've been listening because I listen, and a lot of times I hear stuff and I go, they don't know the history. You're born in a system where you was meant for you to lose. My grandpa once used to tell me, you got to play with their rules until you can change them. Their rules exist, so we got to play within their rules. That means we got to choose a side. We got to choose Democrat or Republican. Who's going to try to help us more? Who said they're going to help us more? So when we see the Democrats at least trying to elect a black president, he gets in office, the first thing that happens is Mr. McConnell say, I got one job, and that's to make Barack Obama a one-term president. Not that I'm going to work with him, or that we're going to try to make America better. We're going to come up with some kind of policy. I'm going to block everything that he does. So, again, you're within the system.
Yep.
So then what happened is, here comes Trump. He gets elected because he goes the total opposite way. Trump don't give a fuck about blacks, Mexicans, or anybody but himself and his family. So you got to play within that system. Okay, we try to vote him out and get Biden in. Biden owes us now. Now he's got a black woman, well, somewhat black woman, I don't really consider her black, but a person of color who's going to be the vice president of the United States. So now we got somebody that we can work with. Again, the game that they put out, you got to play within their rules until you can change them. It's a slow process. I was born in 1962. I was born before Martin Luther King was killed. I was born before Malcolm was killed. I was born for all the civil rights leaders in the 60s were murdered. I was born. I remember the heartache that black people went through because we were progressive and they were killing our own leaders. Then you come to the 80s. The 80s, we turned around and we voted in Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan is the president who started the crack epidemic. That totally wiped out our community. We was wondering, where was all this coming from? Black people, we didn't have planes. We didn't smoke cocaine because cocaine was very expensive. But they came up with crack, something we could afford. Wiped out neighborhoods, the AIDS, wiped out the neighborhoods. And what did the government do? Nothing. So then here comes the Democrats. So the crime is high. So what the Democrats do, because of what the Republicans did, the Democrats, they make this 1996 crime bill. And a lot of people must not remember what it was like in the 90s. You had gangs, you were running neighborhoods, apartment companies, we had shootouts, we had murders. And what they did was say, hey, if you're going to do this, commit murders, crimes, we're going to make it. We're going to give you twice as long sentence because you're dealing with crack cocaine, which wasn't a racial thing. It was the violence of the crime behind crack cocaine. So when they say, oh, it's a racial thing, it never was a racial thing. It was only because of the high crime that was going on. I mean, they was murdering whole families like it wasn't nothing. Drive-bys every day.
No doubt.
So we gotta look at everything. We can't just pick out one little issue and then complain about it. We gotta get the whole set. Where do we fit in? Where can commit ban? We're outnumbered in the first place. Then you got the Hispanics coming in, and the Hispanics are doing great. They're just thriving here. The population is growing, but blacks we still stay between 15 to 20%. Why? Because they put us in cages. You know, they make money off of us because they put us in prison. Our education system is, as Trump said, is shit. We have sometimes the worst teachers. You know, and all they want us to use is play football, basketball, or baseball, and that's it.
Hey, Papa Keys, listen. You just dropped a motherfucking Hiroshima on this motherfucking podcast. And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, all your wisdom and all the information. I'm definitely about to motherfucking expound on what you said, but I appreciate you calling me in, brother. Hopefully I can recap what you just said.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, go. I'm going to get off. I just wanted to say my part.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it.
All right, be blessed.
All right, big brother. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, shout out to Papa Keys. Amazing. I love when I get people, you know what I'm saying, who has wisdom and they call in and they talk they shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is tough love, and this is definitely one of those platforms where you get everybody's perspective and you be the judge. That's powerful. That is powerful. If you can get a conservative, you get a liberal, a Republican, a Democrat, independent, and you be the judge of what you feel works best for you and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, my whole thing about it is like this. Black people, It's to me, it's not just about black people. It's about us being in a state of emergency. And when I say us, I mean us as human beings. We have a lot of shit to sort through to try to figure out what the fuck works for us. Like, how does this work for me? How does this work for my family? How does this work for my career? How does this work for me being an entrepreneur, me being a father, me being a mother, me being a human being? What the fuck is going on? I'm tired of being left with options that just say you got to pick the lesser of two evils. Right? I'm tired of being left with what you feel like black people want. I'm not all black people. You know what I'm saying? You can't give me watermelon and chicken and say, you should be happy now, boy. Huh? I'm sure my Hispanic brethren and sisterin, like you can't give them this and this and this and say, you should be happy now. You know what I'm saying? For those white people who not rich, who do not live in $1 million mansions, who do not exercise racism on a daily basis, you should be happy now. There are people out there, ladies and gentlemen, who look like people who you should hate. But they, in their hearts, they are you. They represent who you are. They are good people. They are positive people. They are people who sit back and say, man, I don't promote racism. I don't care about racism. And it's not that I don't care and I don't feel it's important. Me personally, I'm so encompassed in what I am doing on a daily basis that I don't have the time to not like you because you don't look like me, because you don't sound like me, because you don't dress like me, because you don't live in my environment. I should have a hatred for you. This is a different conversation, ladies and gentlemen. This is tough love. There are people out there that have good hearts, that want to work with you, that want to push and drive and say, what is the motivation? What is our drive today? They wake up with an inspiration to say, let's change the world. But you have those people out there that promote they promote segregation to such high extent. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I'm an independent. I'm a conservative. I'm a liberal. And at the end of the day, let me ask you a question. What is the difference between Joe Biden and Donald Trump? As a black man, when I look at Donald Trump and Joe Biden, do you really think, as an educated black man, that I see a difference? Do you really think, as an educated black man in America, that I see a difference? That I don't know better? Yes, it's important that we get out there and we exercise our rights to vote. Yes, it's important for us as black people to say, you know what, we're going to pick someone. You ain't going to just give us anybody. We're going to pick someone. And for a lot of women, it's like, ooh, we got a black lady running. Oh, hell yeah. We about to get our sis up in that shit. And for a lot of people who voted for Obama, that was the same premise. I don't know what his policies are. I don't know what what he's trying to push, what his narrative is. But the fact that he's black, we're going to get him in office. Okay, cool. What did Obama do for you? Y'all don't know what I am. Yeah, is he a Republican? He's a Democrat. He's just like, oh my God, he's attacking everybody. I'm on your ass with this shit called tough love. What did Obama do for you? I don't like what my mic. Oh, it's not tight, y'all. It's not tight. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ladies, let me say this real quick to you guys, right? Don't let anyone choose for you. Take the time out to listen to people's argument and never listen to a one-sided argument. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of you going through a lot of bullshit right now. You're feeling like this pandemic got your back against the wall. You're still waiting for your second fucking stimulus check. But listen to me. Listen to me. Don't let anyone choose for you. Listen to both sides. Listen to both arguments. Listen to both opinions. Listen to both perspectives and say, this is what I'm going to do. You're not going to decide for me. And that's what's been happening for eons. Someone has been deciding for you in America. Someone has said, you, because you're black, you're supposed to be Democrat. When you make a little money and you move out the hood, You got a 401k. You're looking good. You're smelling good. You're driving in your big fucking car. Ladies and gentlemen, you supposed to be a Republican and worry about taxes. Ladies, I'm telling you, and gentlemen, I am saying to you, fucking choose for yourself. Stop letting people choose for you. Your children will appreciate it. What's happening right now is our children, we get to a point where we want our kids to be in a better situation than we were in. We put them in a better situation. And you know what happens? Papa Key said, what did Clinton do for us? We get to a situation where we send our children to all of these schools, right? To all of these predominant schools, Princeton, Yale, Harvard, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's, whatever type of university you send your child to, it's like, whoa, I done put my kid in college. Whoa, yes, I am successful. I done done it as a parent. Okay, cool. And you put them in this position where they now go and learn on a daily basis not how to be entrepreneurs. Let's get that out the way right now. Not how to be business owners. Let's get that out the way right now. But to be better employees, to go out and find a job, not to make jobs, not to say I'm going to open my own shit, but to be better, productive citizens in society as it already runs. So society is already ticking to a certain beat. You send your child to a university, and what happens to that beat is they say, okay, I need to catch the beat. I need to figure out how to jump. Okay, I done jumped in. I done figured out how to jump in. That's what these universities do for you all. Don't let plaques and degrees fool y'all behind me. The fact of the matter is, that's what these universities do. So it's not about you being a self-thinker. It's not about you going out and creating your own motherfucking worth and value and motherfucking premise. It's about you fitting in to society. Now, if you look at society, I'm about to say some shit that's about to hurt some feelings, but I don't give a fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, if we roll this shit back a little bit or whatever case me, let me tell you something. Black people did not come to motherfucking America on some you are equal to white people shit. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. If you say that, I will curse you the fuck out. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're a preacher. I don't care if you're Pentecostal or Muslim. I will curse you out. Black people did not come to the United States of America on no equal premise shit. Facts. Congress did not see you as equal, okay? None of that shit that was written by the forefathers said, we gonna make sure my man with the dark skin is equal. No. So now, since it's almost like, it's almost like a game of kickball. I got to use this analogy. Stay with me, motherfucker. So the person with the ball really controls the game. They really control the game. If I take my ball away, the game is over. But I'm going to let you continue to play this game. However, I'm going to control the rules because I own the ball. Well, the ball is the United States of America. The ball is the United States of America. So I'm going to take this shit away if you don't act right. I'm going to put certain rules in place to motherfucking make sure you never ever own the ball. I'm going to send you to public schools. God damn, is this tough love? Is this tough love? I'm going to send you to schools that teach you that you can never own the ball. What you can do is you can catch the ball. Oh my fucking God. Oh, you can run the ball. You can pass the ball. Huh? You can dribble a ball. Motherfucker, you can do some dances with the ball, but you can't own the motherfucking ball. You can't own it. And it's not because you're not capable of owning it. It's not because you're not intelligent enough to own it. No. It's because we're not going to pass that authority to you. Because if you get that authority, who knows what else you might do? This is not a pro-black conversation, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want you to get confused. What it is that when you look at Biden and Trump and you sit back and you say, I really don't want neither one of them as president, right? And if the best thing we can do is say, let me put Kamala Harris in there and maybe, just maybe, we might get something for Black America that we can appreciate. I don't want a white man saying that I'm a predator and I deserve to be locked up, that you're going to outline certain areas in urban communities and you say every time we catch them, that's going to be a strike against them. But you don't do that in the suburban neighborhoods. So these children can get caught with cocaine, methamphetamine, fucking crack, whatever the case may be. I get caught with motherfucking weed, a fucking dime bag, and it's like, strike one. Wait a minute, I can smoke a dime bag by myself. What the fuck? Strike two. Wait a minute, I'm a Jehovah Witness. Strike three. Wait a minute. Hold on. While we sit comfortable and we're able to listen to podcasts like this and people give us the real, there are people in jail that shouldn't be in jail, but they're in jail because they did not have the legal representation to get them through the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, do you hear me? They do not have the people to get them through the conversation. So now they have to do time. They have to fight the good fight from inside. And while they're fighting the good fight from inside, somebody trying to rape them. Somebody trying to test them, and you got to motherfucking knuckle up. You got to become a savage. You got to become a beast. You got to become something where, hey, shit, all I was trying to do was go to school. Huh? All I was trying to do was hang out with my friends. All I was trying to do was provide for my family. And now I'm in a situation where I need to become something else. And you know what's so great about America, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? You know what's so great? What's so great about America is if you get convicted and you go to prison, right? Whoo, man. Wow. What's so great is when you get out, oh my God, you still don't get the benefit of the doubt. Huh? You have to sit now in front of someone that's half your age and explain to them why you was locked up. And they have to be the judge on if you can get that job or not. Can you imagine being in an urban community and saying, hey, I only did this because of this. I only did this. Everybody ain't going to understand you. And that's how I look at America right now. And I look at this election right now, whatever. Folks think they understand you. They think by going to get Lil Wayne to say, I support Trump. That's going to make a motherfucking 41-year-old man who is a 20-year veteran with 5 children, right? Oh, yeah, whatever Lil Wayne says. Like, yeah, let me go ahead. Whatever Lil Wayne says, I'm on that shit. The fuck out of here. Like, I think Roland Martin had it right when he said you have to promote a different messages based on the people that you're talking to. You have to provide a different message based on the crowd that you're talking to. And I feel like this is one of those situations where, do I believe that Trump is a racist? I believe that Trump is Biden. I believe that Biden is Trump. I believe that when you're born a certain way, you have a certain narrative that you push. Now, whether you push it for Democrat or Republican, you still start out with a certain privilege. That's what I feel. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Trump and Biden, you know what I'm saying, after they get in front of the America and talk about, this, that, and this, and they throw jabs at each other, yeah, I can see them somewhere sitting, having a cigar and drinking brandy or some yak or cognac or whatever case may be. And yeah, we really did put on a show. And the black people like, hell no, Trump racist. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tough Love. I am Mario J. I want you to think for yourself. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be empowered to talk to the people that are in your circle. It's a lot of people that don't give a fuck about politics. They're going to party every fucking night. They're going to get drunk and pass out. They're going to go have outlandish, outrageous, unprotected sex. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. You understand? When you hear podcasts and you hear people talking, it's like, turn up, hey! Like, it's all about the excitement of nothingness. And there's a bigger fight going on. Like, I'm a listen to the most degrading music in front of my children. Can you imagine me having my daughters in the car and I'm driving around listening to WAP? Can you imagine that shit? The question is what do you really want? Are you really exercising your forethought, or is everything has to be, you know what I'm saying, a reality TV show? Everything need to be catchy. Everything need to be fucking a cliche or some type of motherfucking fad. A lot of people are very faddish and very cliche when they talk. You look at them, it's like, dude, like who is the real you? You see what I'm saying? Who's the real you though? A lot of times, do you, ladies and gentlemen, do you know your real friends? Do you know your real family? Like, do they present themselves like, hey, yo, that's Mario. That's who he really is. Or it's like, yo, that motherfucker acting like this motherfucker over here. We got opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. And one of those opportunities is to think for ourselves, to make sure that everything that we pull in is going to benefit us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Tough Love Podcast is going to change your motherfucking life, but it's going to make you motherfucking think. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tough Love Podcast. I am Mario J. And until next time, I will see you later. I'm going to leave y'all at this motherfucker. Peace.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoot program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down.